Hey guys, your name here. Ever had that sinking feeling when you turn the key and your car just won't start? Trust me, we've all been there. The good news is, most of the time it's a surprisingly easy fix. In this video, I'm going over the top 5 reasons your car might not be cooperating and more importantly, how you can get it running again. Let's get started. Alright, first up, the most common culprit, the battery. Over time, batteries lose their ability to hold a charge and eventually they just give up. How can you tell? Well, if you hear a very slow crank when you try to start it, or even just a clicking sound, that's a dead giveaway. To be sure, you can test the voltage with a multimeter. Now, before you go blaming the battery itself, make sure the connections are clean and tight. Corrosion can build up on the terminals, preventing a good connection. A little baking soda and water can work wonders to clean those up. So the battery's good, but you're still not hearing that satisfying engine roar. The next thing to check is the starter motor. This little guy's job is to actually crank the engine over and get it turning. If you hear a clicking noise when you turn the key, but the engine doesn't crank, there's a good chance it's your starter. It could be a bad connection, a worn-out starter solenoid, or even the starter motor itself. Now, replacing a starter can be a bit more involved, but hey, that's what we're here for, right? I'll walk you through it step by step in another video. Chapter 3. Don't ignore the ignition. Ever notice your dashboard lights dimming or even going dead when you try to start the car? That could be a sign of a failing ignition switch. This little switch is what actually sends power to the starter when you turn the key. Now, if your dashboard lights aren't coming on at all, it could also mean a blown fuse or a problem with the wiring harness, so it's important to check those too. A multimeter will be your best friend here to test for continuity and make sure the power is flowing where it should be. Chapter 4. Fueling the fire or not. Okay, so we've covered the electrical side of things. Let's talk about fuel. If your engine's not getting the juice it needs, it's not going to start, right? One common culprit is a clogged fuel filter. This little guy can get gummed up with dirt and debris over time, restricting fuel flow. Another possibility is a failing fuel pump. You might hear a whining noise coming from the fuel tank if it's on its way out. To diagnose this, you can check the fuel pressure with a gauge. Low pressure usually points to a fuel pump issue. Chapter 5. Engine problems. Alright, this is the one nobody wants to hear, but sometimes the problem lies within the engine itself. A broken timing belt, for example, can prevent the engine from turning over at all. And if you've been ignoring those strange noises coming from under the hood, well, you might be dealing with a seized engine, and that's a whole other can of worms. The good news is, engine problems are usually pretty obvious. You'll likely hear some pretty nasty noises, see smoke, or smell something burning. If you suspect a serious engine issue, it's best to call in a professional mechanic. So there you have it, the top 5 reasons your car might be giving you the silent treatment. Hopefully this video helped you diagnose the problem and get your car back on the road. Remember, regular maintenance is key to preventing these issues in the first place, so stay up to date on those oil changes, folks. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more car repair videos. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. See you next time.